Hey guys, so I have a Junji Ito makeup look for you guys today. Junji Ito's art is beautiful and it's horrifying and it's so fucking good. So if you guys are not familiar with it, you should go become familiar with it and just check him out. So anyway, I'm going to be putting on some foundation. As you guys can see, I covered up one of my eyebrows because I'm going to be covering it with a lot of eyeshadow. I use mainly eyeshadow for this look, which was kind of different, but yeah, I covered up one of my eyebrows. I also took the Maybelline Fit Me concealer and I put that underneath my eye, down the bridge of my nose, forehead, chin. I didn't cover up the under eye of the side that we're going to be making all ugly and creepy looking because there's no need. And I also contoured my nose. So I did that with the NYX Conceal Correct Contour Duo in Light. And I also contoured my cheekbone. I want to look nice and chiseled. I'm pretty sad. For powder, I use the Wanderlust Wander Beauty powder. I just tapped that onto my face for some coverage. And then I baked with the Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Loose Powder. And I put that underneath my eye, on my forehead, and on my chin. Now we're going to be sketching out this look. So I'm sketching out my drippy eyeball. I'm using reference for this. Always look at reference if you guys are painting on your face. But then I did my skull, little nose, it's like a teardrop shape, and now we're doing the teeth. So I just wanted to sketch out where I'm going to be bringing them out to, just as a reference. And I'm also sketching out each one of the individual teeth. I don't know why, but I find like painting teeth kind of hard. You have to kind of make sure that they are getting smaller as they go back into the distance of your mouth. This is the Wolf Effects white paint. I am just starting to paint my drippy eyeball. So I'm just filling that space in with the white paint. Once I get it done filmed in, I'm taking my sponge and I'm tapping it so that it's a little bit more blended looking, and then I'm going to be covering up a little bit of my eyelashes with that white paint so it looks more of the illusion of a drippy eye when I close my eye. And we are setting that paint with a white eyeshadow. This is the Milani Bold Obsessions palette. I am taking the black shade from this and I am doing an outline around my drippy eyeball. I'm just mimicking what I see in the picture, so I'm going thicker in certain areas, and I'm also creating some folds around my eye. I'm just doing this, I'm just trying to make it look like the skin is folding and just making it look really gross, or trying to. And I'm also doing some kind of blobs of black, or circles of black around the eye, and that's sort of supposed to be pockets of skin, so where it really indents in. After that, I take the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette and I'm taking the shade Iconic, and I'm just going around creating more folds around the drippy eye. And if you guys look, I'm kind of mimicking the shape of the drippy eye, so it's going in when the drippy eye goes in and out when the drippy eye goes out, and it's just kind of just going with the flow and trying to create sort of folds in the skin and make it look extra gross. I wanted a bit of shading on the white of the eye, so I took the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette and I took Dagger and I just went around where the black is and added gray. And then I took some blue from the Sephora watercolor palette and did the same exact thing, just to make it look a little bit more, less flat and stuff. Now we are taking black from the Mayron palette that I have, and I am filling in my skull looking nose thing. I also stuck a little bit of that black paint inside my nostril so it looked real black. And this is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Liner. I'm creating little veins in the eye so it looks even more gross, and I'm also copying the line work that is in the Junji Ito comic book panel, or at least I'm trying to. His line work is so on point. But anyway, this is WCW from Give 'Em Glow Cosmetics, and I am kind of doing some shading less intense shading as it gets closer to my ear, because it kind of gets a little bit less intense as it gets away from the eye, or at least that's what I'm doing. Now I'm doing the pupil of the eye, which is basically just a U shape. And for some reason this picture has two pupils, one in the bottom part of the eye and one in the top. I don't really know why, but we're going to mimic it. And then I use the Smashbox Always On Liquid Liner, and I'm starting to outline some of those wrinkles that I have around going on in my face, just to sort of try to capture his line work in that part of the face. And then this is the Wolf Effects white paint again, and I'm coloring in my teeth. wanted the veins in the eye to look a little bit more veiny looking, so I took some red eyeshadow from Sephora watercolor palette and I just went over each one of those veins. And I also just added a little bit of red shading to the eye so it looks a little bit more creepy. For gum lines, I am taking Iconic from the Cosmetics palette and I'm just drawing some lines going down from the teeth. And then I'm taking Adorbs from the Give Me Glow Cosmetics palette and I am creating a little bit of shading. I just wanted like a little bit more of like a reddy pink tone, like brown tone to the gums so they look a little bit more gums. And then we are doing some little wiggles on my chin with Iconic again, just to make it look like my skin's a little bit more distressed. To shade in those wrinkles, I'm taking All Heart from the Cosmetics palette and I'm just shading into my wrinkles. And then I took Iconic and I just ran some down my neck so it looks like the wrinkles are kind of fading down there. Then I took a little bit of black eyeshadow and I redefined those gum lines. Going back into the Give Me Glow palette, I took No Filter and I started to flick some of that shadow down on the gum line just to make it a little bit more pink tone so it looks a little bit more like a gum line. And then I went into the Smashbox Cover Shop palette in Smoky. I took the dark gray and I started to outline my teeth. With my Smashbox Always On Liquid Liner, I am starting to outline the wrinkles and also the teeth. Again, trying to incorporate some of that line work into this. And y'all, this I say this like all the time, but this liner is so good. And I like it better than the Kat Von D. And I'm just saying, I think y'all need it. Like, look how good it's outlining all this shit. This is a Mayron paint in hellloooo. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like a skin tone shade. But I'm doing some like little kind of veiny stuff going into the black. I wanted it to sort of look like veins, sort of look like skin, like, you know, like skin webbing off or whatever. It's just some more line work and it just makes it look a little bit more interesting, even though I'm not sure what it is. Now for my NYX foundation mixers, I'm taking Deep and I am starting to like do a little bit more of a subtle outline around some of these wrinkles in the skin, and then I took white and I'm doing a little bit more of like a subtle highlight on some of the wrinkles of the skin. I like these mixers a lot because they're kind of like, it's like paint but like not as intense paint, like it's not fully opaque, so it just kind of creates a cool looking effect to body painting. And then I took the white and I'm sort of doing the same thing I did with hellloooo but with white highlights, so just putting some of that in the black. With the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner in Hazy, I am creating a little bit more outlines around my wrinkles, but very like few. This can look a little intense because it's like a reddish brown, so I just did a couple of them. Oh hell yeah, now it's time for my favorite part. We're going to be highlighting with my NYX White Liquid Liner. So I'm putting highlights all over the place. I'm going ham with these highlights. They're going on the eyes, they're going on the face, they're on the skin folds or whatever, they're going on the teeth, they're going everywhere. We're going ham. I wanted a bit of like a shiny kind of gummy effect to the gum line, so I took Cherish from the NYX Lip of the Day, which is like a pinky metallic, and I just put a little bit of that on the gum line and around the eyes. And then I went back over it with more white liquid liner. I wanted my teeth to look a little bit more nasty, so I took the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in Warmth and also Deep, and I just went up and down with my brush in the middle of each one of the teeth. It just made them look a little bit more grimy, a little bit more rotten, and I thought it went with my nastiest face. And then I took some more white and added some more white highlights because That's what this thing needed. Some more white highlights. Anyway, this is the Maybelline. It's like the contour highlight blush palette, and it's in light. And I am just contouring my cheekbones with that. And I took the blush and put that on. And then we're gonna do the eyes on the pretty side of my face. So I took the e.l.f. lid primer, put some of that on. This is the Milani Bold Obsessions palette again. I took the skin tone shade and I set my primer with that. And then I took that like warm brown next to the skin tone shade, and I went back and forth in my crease with it. And then I took the dark brown and I just put that in like my outer V. I went back and forth and just really blended it and put some underneath my lash line. Then I took the Kevyn Aucoin Prismagic highlighter palette, and I took the like warm orangey shade. I think it's an illusion. Yeah, it's an illusion. And I put that on my cheekbones, inner corner, and Cupid's bow. This is the Makeup Forever ink liner. I just created a cat eye with that. Put on the Balm, what is it, Scuba mascara. I actually really like this, but I threw on a coat of that to blend my lashes with falsies and also some on the bottom. And this is the NARS Power Matte and Star Woman. Yes, I believe Star Woman. And I put that on my lips, and that is my finished Junji Ito look, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. I really liked, you know, painting it. It was really fun, and it actually like didn't take me long because it was only one side of my face and it wasn't my whole friggin' body. So yeah, if you guys like this video, subscribe, it makes me happy. If you guys like Junji Ito, let me know in the comment section, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Bye!
You